Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're going on a deep dive into CrowdStrike stock.
CrowdStrike.
Yeah, CrowdStrike. And we're using this analyst report.
Oh, yeah. This is a really interesting one.
It is. So CrowdStrike just hit a big milestone. They're the fastest pure-play cybersecurity company to reach $4 billion in
Wow.
annual recurring revenue.
That's huge.
It is huge, but what does that even mean
Right.
for you as a potential investor?
Well, that's what we're here to figure out.
Exactly.
CrowdStrike is, they're a major player
They are.
offering cloud-based protection for pretty much everything.
Everything.
From endpoints and cloud workloads to identity and data.
Yeah, it's a lot.
This report, we're looking at PEGs, the current stock price at $347.59.
Okay.
But it assigns a fair value of $300.15.
Okay, stop right there.
Okay.
Fair value.
Uh-huh.
For someone just starting to look at CrowdStrike,
Right.
that sounds like financial jargon.
Yeah.
What are we really talking about?
Well, it's basically a way of saying what the company is truly worth,
Right.
considering its financials, growth potential, and the overall market.
So kind of like all the factors.
Exactly. It helps determine if a stock is overvalued or undervalued.
So are they saying that CrowdStrike is overvalued?
In this case, yeah, the report is suggesting that CrowdStrike might be a bit pricey right now.
Okay, so that's something to keep in mind.
Definitely.
Now, this report also dives into this July 19th incident that impacted CrowdStrike.
Oh, yeah.
How does a single event factor into a whole stock analysis, though?
Well, you got to think about it this way. Stock prices reflect investor confidence.
Okay.
That July 19th incident, even though it was a one-time thing, it spooked some investors.
I bet.
The report mentions that it led to longer sales cycles
Okay.
and CrowdStrike offering more customer commitment packages, or CCPs.
CCPs.
Yeah, to keep clients from jumping ship.
So to try and mitigate churn.
Exactly.
Okay.
They come on board.
CCPs, I mean, they kind of sound like a Band-Aid solution.
Hmm.
The report flags uncertainty around them.
Right.
So what's the concern?
Yeah. The worry is that CCPs might hurt CrowdStrike's ability to bring in new customers
Okay.
and fresh revenue in the long run, even though they're helpful right now.
So it's kind of like a short-term versus long-term thing.
Exactly, yeah. Investors are watching closely to see if this is a temporary fix
Right.
or a sign of deeper problems.
Got it. So is there anything CrowdStrike is doing to combat these challenges?
Well, the report mentions something called a Falcon Flex subscription model.
Falcon Flex.
Sounds pretty intense, right?
It does.
What's the deal with that?
Yeah, what is it?
Well, Falcon Flex seems to be their answer to these challenges.
Okay.
The report explains it's designed to encourage larger transactions
Okay.
and longer subscriptions.
So customers are committed for longer.
Exactly, yeah. They're committing more for longer periods.
Mm-hmm.
It also helps CrowdStrike become a one-stop shop for cybersecurity tools,
Okay.
which leads to higher spending per customer.
Makes sense. So
Yeah.
bigger transactions, longer contracts.
Yeah,
They're making more money.
right. More bang for their buck.
The report also mentions analyst price targets.
Yeah,
They're all over the place.
they are all over the
It's
place.
like everyone's just throwing darts at a board.
Uh-huh.
Why is such a range of opinions?
Well, that's the nature of the stock market, right?
I guess.
Remember, these targets are just educated guesses
Okay.
based on different models and individual outlooks.
Okay.
For CrowdStrike, some analysts are super bullish,
Really?
emphasizing their dominance and potential.
Interesting.
Others are more cautious,
Okay.
pointing to the uncertainties we just talked about.
Yeah, like the July 19th thing?
Exactly.
Makes sense.
For example, Bank of America has a price target of $420,
Whoa.
while Morgan Stanley sits at $300.
Big difference.
Yeah, big difference.
Okay, so for someone trying to make sense of all this CrowdStrike info,
Yeah.
what are the key takeaways?
Well, there's definitely strong long-term potential here,
Okay.
but there are definitely some short-term headwinds in play.
Right.
The impact of that July 19th incident is still unfolding.
Yeah. You're not really sure
You're not really sure.
what's going to happen.
And how well those CCPs work is a key factor to watch.
So it's a bit of a waiting game.
It is. A bit of a waiting game to see if CrowdStrike can bounce back and meet those high expectations.
All right. Before we jump into more specifics, let's take a quick second to remind everyone why we're doing this.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
Good question.
We want you to feel empowered to make smart decisions
Yes,
about your investments.
absolutely.
We're breaking down complex reports
Right.
into bite-sized pieces. So
Exactly.
you don't have to be a financial whiz to
Yeah.
understand what's going on.
We break it down for you.
We do.
Ellie?
And the more you know,
Okay.
the better equipped you are to navigate the market.
Exactly.
Speaking of navigating, that July 19th incident,
Oh, yeah, that keeps coming up.
It keeps popping up.
It does.
The report mentions extended sales cycles and increased use of those customer commitment packages because of it.
Right.
But what actually happened on July 19th?
Oh.
It's like a mystery novel with missing pages,
Uh-huh.
right?
It is a little bit of a mystery.
Yeah.
The report isn't totally clear on the specifics,
Okay.
but we do know CrowdStrike exceeded expectations for Q3 of fiscal year 2025,
Okay.
hitting over $4 billion in annual recurring revenue
Okay. Wow.
and surpassing $1 billion in total revenue for the first time.
That's huge.
It was huge.
Okay.
But then it mentions a distributor exercising transferability rights on a non-recurring transaction,
Okay.
taking $26 million off their annual recurring revenue.
Okay. Now we're getting a little too deep into the weeds for me.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Right.
The point is,
Okay.
there are complexities at play here.
Okay.
The July 19th incident did rattle some investors,
Okay.
but the company is still showing strength.
Okay.
This makes it an intriguing case study, wouldn't you say?
It really does.
Yeah.
So if you were looking at CrowdStrike right now,
Mhm.
what would make you hit that buy button?
That's a good question. I think I'd want to see evidence that CrowdStrike is regaining momentum
Okay.
in terms of new customers.
Yeah.
I'd also need more clarity on the long-term implications of those customer commitment packages. Are they driving sustainable growth,
Right.
or are they just masking deeper issues?
That's a good point. So we need more information to get the full picture.
We do.
The report does mention CrowdStrike closed over 150 Falcon Flex transactions in Q3,
Yeah, they did.
representing over $600 million in total deal value.
Yeah,
That's definitely a positive sign, right?
it's definitely a good sign.
Yeah.
They're also positioning themselves as leaders in AI for security
Right.
and security for AI,
We talked about that.
which is a smart move considering the rise of AI.
Yeah, it seems like they're trying to stay ahead of the curve.
They are. They know what's coming.
And in cybersecurity, that's crucial.
It is.
I'm starting to understand why some analysts are so bullish on CrowdStrike.
Yeah, I can see why.
The report also mentioned strategic acquisitions, like Adaptive Shield,
Yes.
which enhances their Falcon platform's capabilities
Right.
in SaaS security posture management.
Fast security posture management.
Wait, what is SaaS security posture management?
Well, essentially,
I have no idea what it means.
it's all about making sure cloud-based software applications are configured and used securely.
Okay.
Remember, more and more businesses are moving to the cloud,
Right.
which opens up new vulnerabilities for cyber attacks.
So CrowdStrike is kind of like a digital guardian,
Yeah,
protecting businesses from those threats.
you got it.
Okay.
They're constantly evolving to adapt to the changing threat landscape.
So they're on top of it.
Yeah, which is really attractive to investors.
I bet. Before we started this deep dive,
Yeah,
I thought stock analysis was just about numbers and charts.
I know, right?
It sounds like there's a whole story behind those numbers.
There is. It's about understanding the company's strengths and weaknesses, the opportunities and threats they face,
Okay.
and their market position.
So it's like you're putting together a puzzle.
Or connecting the dots. Yeah.
Make it sound like a detective story.
It is a little bit, haha.
The report also mentions CrowdStrike Financial Services.
CFS.
What's that all about?
Well, CFS provides customers with more financial flexibility,
Okay.
which seems to be leading to larger deals,
Okay.
faster deal cycles, and longer subscription durations.
So it's kind of like they're making it easier to do business with them.
They are, yeah. They're not just focused on the technology, they're
Mhm.
making it easier for customers to work with them.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the big question.
Okay.
Is CrowdStrike a good investment right now?
$1 million question.
The report says their current share price is above their fair value estimate.
Right.
Does that mean it's overvalued?
Not necessarily. Remember, fair value is just an estimate.
Okay.
And the market often considers future growth.
Right.
There's a lot of optimism around CrowdStrike's long-term prospects.
But we also have those short-term headwinds to consider, right?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
It's a balancing act.
Yeah.
You have the potential for big growth,
Right.
but you also have those uncertainties from the July 19th incident
Okay.
and the impact of those customer commitment packages.
So it sounds like we need more data
Yeah.
and time to see how things play out.
Exactly.
The stock market is constantly evolving.
It is.
It's a dynamic system.
It keeps us on our toes.
It really does. But remember, you don't have to be a financial expert to follow along.
Right.
We're breaking it all down for you.
They are.
Right here on the Deep Dive.
That's right.
But we don't just want to talk at you.
No.
We want to hear from you.
We do.
What stands out to you about CrowdStrike?
Yeah. What are you thinking?
What questions do you have?
Let us know.
Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Yeah.
We're all about fostering a community of knowledge seekers.
Absolutely.
And while you're down there,
Right.
don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell,
So you never miss an episode.
We have tons of exciting deep dives coming your way,
We do.
covering everything from artificial intelligence to the future of food.
Can't wait.
We're your one-stop shop for knowledge and insight, so join us on this journey of discovery.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
All right, see you in a sec.
All right, we're back. We were just talking about you,
You're an awesome listener.
our awesome listeners.
Yeah.
And what stood out to you from this deep dive into CrowdStrike?
Always eager to hear your perspectives.
Yeah.
It makes the conversation richer and helps us all learn and grow.
Exactly. Before we wrap up, though,
Okay.
there's one more thing I want to highlight from the analyst report.
Okay.
It mentions all these insider trades happening
Oh, yeah.
with CRWD stock.
Right.
What's the significance of that?
Well,
It always sounds a little shady to me.
yeah, I know what you mean.
Like someone has inside information or something. Is that
Yeah.
always illegal?
It can definitely raise eyebrows, but insider trading isn't always illegal.
Really?
Yeah, in fact, it's often perfectly legal
Okay.
and can even provide valuable insights into a company's prospects.
Wait, really? Can you explain that a bit more?
Sure. Imagine you work for a company
Okay.
and you know they're about to release a game-changing product.
Okay.
You'd probably feel pretty confident about the company's future, right?
Yeah, I would.
So you might decide to buy some stock,
Okay.
knowing that the price is likely to go up once the news gets out.
Okay.
That's insider trading.
Okay.
But it's perfectly legal
Okay.
because you're not using any non-public information.
Okay.
You're just using your knowledge of the company
Right.
to make an informed decision.
So it's all above board.
Exactly. It's all above board.
Okay, but what about those shady insider trades
Yeah.
we always hear about?
Well, that's where things get more complicated.
Okay.
Illegal insider trading happens when someone uses material non-public information to buy or sell stock for their own benefit.
Got it.
It's like having a cheat sheet for the stock market.
Yeah, you're getting an unfair advantage.
Exactly. It's not fair play.
So in CrowdStrike's case, are these insider trades a good sign or a bad sign?
It's tough to say without more details about each trade.
Like,
The report lists a number of sales by executives and directors,
okay.
which could potentially raise concerns,
Okay.
but it also mentions a purchase by the CFO,
Right.
which might be interpreted as a vote of confidence.
Okay.
So it's kind of a mixed bag.
So once again, it's a bit of a mixed bag.
It is, yeah. We need more information
Okay.
to draw any firm conclusions.
Makes sense. Insider trades can be a valuable piece of the puzzle.
They can be a clue,
Yeah.
but they need to be considered in context with everything else.
Right. You can't just look at one thing.
Exactly, yeah.
You have to look at everything.
It's like following a trail of breadcrumbs.
Oh, I like that analogy.
Each breadcrumb gives you a clue,
Okay.
but you need the whole trail to see where it leads.
I love that analogy. It perfectly captures the spirit of the deep dive.
Right.
We're all about following those breadcrumbs,
Yeah.
those threads of information, to uncover the hidden truths and insights
Finding those gems.
that can help us make informed decisions.
Exactly.
And sometimes those trails lead to unexpected places,
They do.
which is part of the fun.
It is. Keeps things interesting.
It really does.
Keeps us on our toes.
One thing that really stands out to me from this deep dive is the importance of critical thinking
Oh, yeah.
when it comes to financial analysis.
Absolutely.
We can't just blindly accept what we read in reports or hear from analysts.
Do your own research.
Yeah, we need to question assumptions,
Yeah.
consider different perspectives,
Think critically.
and do our own research.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
That's why we encourage all of our listeners
Yeah.
to be active participants in this
Yep.
conversation.
We want you to engage.
We're not here to tell you what to think. We're here to give you the tools and knowledge.
To think for yourself.
Think for yourself.
All said.
Thank you.
And with that, I think it's time to wrap up this deep dive into CrowdStrike.
Okay.
We've covered a lot of ground today,
We have.
from their impressive financial performance
Yeah.
to the uncertainties surrounding that July 19th incident
It's still a bit of a mystery.
and the impact of those customer commitment packages.
Right. The CCPs.
We've also explored the complexities of fair value,
Right.
the significance of insider trades,
Yeah.
and the importance of critical thinking in financial analysis.
It's been quite a journey.
It certainly has. But remember,
Yes.
this is just the beginning.
It is.
There's always more to learn,
Always.
more to analyze, and more to discover.
Keep digging.
So stay curious, stay informed, and keep on diving deep.
That's the motto.
It is.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button
Yes.
and the notification bell so you never miss an episode.
We have tons of exciting topics coming your way, covering everything from the latest advancements in AI
Yeah,
to the future of space exploration.
that's gonna be good.
We're your guides to the world of knowledge and insight.
That's right.
And we can't wait to share our next deep dive with you.
We can't wait.
Until then, happy exploring.